She no wanna hear that. She no wanna fool and I me that. No sir. She no wanna hear that. She no wanna fool and I me that. No sir. She no want a man where pop down and drop. She no want a man where you sleep and nap. She want a man where deal with the thing proper. A man where eat okra. Girl want a real worker man. She no want a boy where you fool.
You're tuned into another episode of Reggae Talk podcast. I'm your host, Budan, at Reggae Music Forever. And I'm joined by my co-host, aka For Real.
Cha, yeah man, don't know the thing go
on.
Up and running, you know?
Yeah man, up and running.
Yeah man, we got to talk about a few things before we get into this discussion. One thing we have to talk about is our upcoming anniversary event.
Yeah man, we got into it.
First and
foremost.
So that's on May 11th. It's going to be something even better than last year, you know what I mean?
Bigger and better.
Yeah, man.
If you've been following our social media at Reggae Music Forever, if you've been following our aka For Real Instagram as well, you're well aware of our upcoming anniversary event. That's our first anniversary, and it's going to be on 1 year anniversary. It's going to be on May 11th, 2019 in New York City. Yeah, man. So
it falls on a Saturday.
It's actually the day before Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, yeah.
That's Mother's Day weekend.
So fellas, bring out your wives if you know for Mother's Day is a good event to come. You have live bands playing. You're gonna have a lot of giveaways, great food, great drinks. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah, man. So I want to let people, we want to give them a good understanding of what our event is gonna be about, right?
Yeah, man.
All right. So pretty much what we're trying to do, people, we're trying to give people an idea. We're trying to bring our vision to life. We want you guys to feel our energy. Those who were there last year at our first ever event, it was definitely a success. People came out, the energy in that venue, it was great. So we want to continue to, just to build the brand, let people know what we're about. And also we have
get an opportunity to mingle with our supporters.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And even for those of us people who have never been have an opportunity to watch the podcast, they could come along and get to know what's going on and what we have planned.
Absolutely. And I have some diehard supporters on the blog at Reggae Music Forever. These are people who support me 100%. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them hit me up every day. I can't call any names right now because there's so many of them. They hit me up saying that, yo, I really want to make an event, such and such. So Reggae Talk podcast anniversary event is just your opportunity to come feel our energy. You get to see what we're about, get to hang out, get to party. We're going to have our sponsors, our new sponsors. We're going to be rolling them out. You can samples of their stuff. We're going to have giveaways of our merchandise. You know what I mean? This is the Reggae Talk shirt. You know what the thing said.
I have one right that's about feature now.
Giveaways of our merchandise, contests, all that stuff, man. So that's good vibe. And of course, music by a couple of New York City's top DJs. We can't call any names right now.
But For Real the Realist will be performing with the Realist band, and we're going to have some rising shooting stars as well in the building that's going to be performing as well. So look out for that.
Yeah, man. All media people, artists, vloggers, bloggers, whoever you are, once you're in tune or you're interested in reggae dancehall culture and you want to come join us in New York City and have a good time with good people, you don't know. May 11, 2019, that's Reggae Talk podcast first anniversary. Yeah. We had to plug that first and foremost.
Definitely. And leading up to the event, I will also be doing Humble Beginners Tour. We have our first show to kick it off April 5th with the Realist Band, myself, and Fireworks performing. So you could check out my IG for that, and you could get more in details about that. But the Humble Beginners Tour is going to be going through all the warm seasons, the spring and the summer. So follow, come to one of these shows, come feel my energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, live music.
Fully endorsed by Reggae Talk.
Reggae Talk, Humble Beginners Tour. People, check out. Make sure, man. And along with one thing I didn't mention, we're going to have live performances by some rising artists, right? For you, want to talk about that?
Definitely. We have Gold Digger, she's gonna be in the building. We have Sick of This. We have Critical, who also blessed the graces of our stage last year. For
Great.
real, the realist, of course. We're gonna be having another artist, him legendary from Brooklyn.
Mud.
We also have Rosalie, so
Yeah, man, Rosalie.
it's gonna be. We have so much surprises. It's gonna be a good vibe. Trust me.
It's gonna be a great night.
Yeah, man. I'm also gonna be giving away Wakaman shirts, T-shirts.
You know what the thing said?
Right? No, we have the Wakaman.
Y'all want a real Wakaman.
She don't want no boy. We are fool.
Run with the damn waist, man.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna grease up my waistline for the ladies. So make
You know
sure
what the thing said,
make
dog.
sure you leave the hubby at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But then the prep wife will make you know what I'm going. You know?
Yeah, man. So that's Reggae Talk Podcast first anniversary, May 11, 2019 in New York City. Yeah, man. So with that said, what going another thing for real? It's been a little while.
Yo, man. This week, couple weeks, there's been talks about the King of Dancehall. Fox 5 actually aired a special on Cartel, and they actually crowned him the King of Dancehall.
That's how you go?
Yeah, man, that going. So after that, there was like an upheaval on social media in the streets. People like, what? Some people who know Beanie Man as the King of Dancehall were, in contention with the that statement. So I don't know. Who do you think is the King of the Dancehall?
It definitely stirred some controversy.
Yeah, man, and
social media went into a frenzy.
Personally, who you consider the King of Dancehall?
Like I've been saying for years, the King of the Dancehall is relative to when you came up, your generation.
True.
You know? So if you came up in the like my parents, like my dad,
Yellow Man.
Big up.
It would have been Yellow Man them time. Yeah.
So the people who came up, back in the Yellow Man era, they would say Yellow Man is the king. You can't tell them nothing about Yellow Man.
Right.
That's what I say. If you came up in the 90s, people might say Beanie Man, Bounty Killer. If you come up in the 2000s, obviously it's Vibes Cartel.
Right.
So the king, I always say the king is relative to your generation.
well,
I don't think there's one king because
Definitely.
things and times change, the generations change, turn over,
And Beanie Man had some words for on stage. He actually said with all the accolades that he has, Grammy Awards, the several hit Billboard records that he's garnered over the years, and Grammy Awards. So he was saying, I mean, it's the proof is in the pudding. I am the King of Dancehall. But he also said that it is relative, like you said, and there can be many kings. They can be king of streets. They can be king of the overall dancehall. They could be king of Doggerin. So Beanie Man did, clear that up a little bit.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. But one thing with Beanie Man is not budging. He's not budging with his crown. The man nah get up.
Man, I hold the crown.
Man, I hold on upon it 20 years ago.
Hold the crown, yeah, my boss.
You see me, I say so.
Hold the crown, yeah.
That conversation right there, it just keep coming back around
Always.
and around and
And it's
around.
always-
It's a recurring theme, not with the women as well.
Yeah, I remember
man.
back in the days, the argument was Bone to Killer and Beanie Man, like who was the best artist. So it's kind of interesting to see that Beanie Man is still relevant in this conversation.
Yeah, man.
Bone to Killer is not there in the conversation right now, but
Yeah, man.
I'm glad to say the older generation artists still in that combo. So big up to Beanie Man, big up to Cartel. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But that's pretty much what's going on the streets right now, what's buzzing across the social media and ting. But this week, people, you know what we do. You know why we came. You know why we're here. You know why we're there. You know what I mean? We come to talk the things, and we call ourselves the voice of reason for a reason. You know what I mean? So this week, we see a little thing that's going on in the culture right now. It's nothing new, but we just want to give our perspective. We want to give our take on this dynamic. And lately, it's something that's been really, I won't say bothering me, but it's something that's you know what? It's been bothering me. It bother me. Yeah. But it bother me. And that's the whole Badman lyrics. You know what I say? Yeah, the Badman lyrics and the Badman songs. That's really, really.
Like you put a post about it a couple
Yeah,
years
man.
back. You said badmanism in
Yeah.
a dancehall.
Badmanism and Badman lyrics
Yeah.
that's coming out of Jamaica right now in the dancehall.
Yeah,
You know, it's not, like I said, it's not a new topic, but you know, we're gonna give our perspective on the whole thing about Badman lyrics. Can people, you know, people respond to Badman lyrics,
Right.
And obviously, that's why the artists continue to make Badman lyrics.
So the first question is, why do artists sing badman lyrics?
Yeah, man. You know, why do artists continue to sing Badman lyrics? You know, like why? What do you think for you?
Because the people respond to it well. Obviously, also, Jamaica is like it's about your credibility, and you get street cred when you associate yourself to that kind of lifestyle. I mean, we always talk about the negative and the positive in society, and it seems as if the negatives get glorified more, you know, especially from mass media, our mass people in a sense. We see it in hip hop all the time where
People respond to negativity.
yeah, definitely.
You know, and those are the same people who somewhat who the negativity. It's like they like it and they don't like it.
Right. Cause first thing,
It's kind of, you know, they kind of contradict themselves.
Cause first thing is people do not. If your parent get killed by bad man, obviously you don't want that. So you gonna say, oh man, I'm not.
Yeah, man.
You gonna man in a bad man. Them want to kill off innocent people.
Yeah, man.
Right. But when there's a lyric singing, you love it. So,
Yeah.
So now you disassociating yourself from a real life scenario, but you love it for the entertainment purposes. You know what I mean?
All right. So I'm artist X. My virgin, me come from the garrison. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from the, you know, slums or whatever. Right. And my friend lose his life by the gun.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna make a song because a lot of artists, they say Badman lyrics is a reflection of what's going on in the society.
Right.
That's what the people who are proponents of Badman lyrics, that's the first thing they say.
Yeah.
You know, it's a reflection of, you know, art imitating life and so forth. Mm-hmm. Now, my close friend, my family member, whoever loses life by the gun.
Right.
Now, artist X, he's gonna write a song highlighting how to kill someone.
Right. So,
and giving details.
So
you're gonna circle your ends and shoot you in your head back, kill the dog, kill your mother, kill whoever, blood gushing. Them kind of thing in the lyrics.
I personally think artists should take a conscious decision. Once you become an artist, you have influence over the masses. So you should consciously know that you have a responsibility, a social responsibility to influence the society for positive. Because
absolutely,
because honestly, you are a part of society. You want the best for society. You want the best for yourself, and you are a part of it. So if you're gonna push negativity, badness, right? I mean, that same badness way I could push can't reach your family. Cause remember, say even if as an artist who you rich now, so you move out of the slums.
Yeah, you live uptown now.
You live uptown
your
now.
Your kids go to good schools.
Remember, say you have family where you can't get all your family out the garrison. So now you are putting your family now in that predicament where you are singing about a certain lifestyle and influencing certain badness to
not only singing about a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're singing about
that glorified.
You are highlighting how to murder somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're highlighting how to murder somebody just because you know the masses will respond to it.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
The masses will respond to it, and so that's the reason why you're doing it, for gain. Now, you're putting your family, yourself What happens when the same thing you're highlighting
Reach your family.
happens to your family or even you?
And we see it all the time.
Should we feel sorry for you?
Look how much producer dead right now. And producer,
Look how much producer dead.
and artist
Look how much
friend.
artist, promoter. You know what I'm saying?
And when they're dead, everyone wanna cry and say, "Yo, John was star. I don't want to say this."
Yo,
but obviously, if you're singing this kind of music, you're not helping by singing it and pushing it as an agenda. You're not helping the situation.
All right.
Yo, hold on.
Yeah, man.
Let me interject a little bit.
Dancehall, that's our executive producer. He got
Yeah.
once Dancehall have something to say, you already know. The man have something to say big.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I want to say, let me play devil's advocate in this regard too, because you're only talking about one side of the argument. We're talking about these artists that made it, they're affluent and all that kind of other things. What about those that are actually in the garrison who actually experience these things and this is what they're singing about?
All right. Perfect. I just was talking about that. Now, my thing is, look on Bob Marley. Bob Marley was a prime example because the man got shot. The man was in an era when the rude boys
era
got stabbed up on a shoot and a bag of things.
Yeah, man.
And the man made a conscious decision to sing positive music. You can still highlight badness in a certain way to make change. You know, I glorify it and I make it sound like it's the nicest thing. You could, all right. And I'm gonna let you tell this part because I know you was talking about it earlier.
It's one thing to sing about badness. This is what I take exception to. It's one thing to sing about badness, but it's the fashion that you go about it. It's the fashion that you say, I kill your friend and you know me. And you know I did it, and you can't do nothing about it.
Me murder your friend, and you know that.
I mean, murder your friend, and you know that. You know what I say? You know how to.
First of all, you're snitching.
By the way, that sounds like good lyrics.
First of all, you're dry snitching on yourself.
You tell upon yourself.
Yo, at that reach, what my boy named Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda.
Can remember say the man that in a theme song, he's highlighting what they did as a crew. And that's the same information that the feds or the cops use to incriminate him. So when you saying things like that, even if you're not doing it, maybe you're saying it, but you're incriminating yourself. You're putting yourself in a predicament now where
they're watching you.
Yeah, people are watching.
I think I'm calling right now for all Jamaican artists, specifically dancehall artists, who are putting these things out in the universe. If you have a family, you have children, you have loved ones, people who care about you, I think you need to make a more conscious effort with what you put into the universe.
And the thing is, all right, first of all, let me talk about Chronix, because Chronix put up a post yesterday, or today actually, and he says that artists have a social responsibility because they're putting out a universal language, which is music, and you should use that tool to talk about positives, to uplift, to motivate, not to set our generation backwards. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing when we read about Chronix, and not just Chronix, but likes like Prodigy and a lot of these are artists who take a stance and try to talk on the positivity of society, you know?
All right, for you.
Yeah.
All right. What about the people who really, really deep in the dancehall and them love the badness? Because I put up something on my social media today at Reggae Music Forever.
Yeah.
And you have some people who say, yo, bad man tune can't stop, bad man tune this and that, ray. Yeah. Some people who say, yo, dog, brother, I saw the thing set on ray. Yo, what about those people? What do you say about those people?
I mean, I get it. I mean, I love a bad man through my damn self. So I mean, I'm not trying to. But the thing is, I'm thinking about the greater good for society. You know what I mean? The greater good of society is preaching something that's going to help and uplift the society.
Me I tell about some bad man song.
Yeah.
Cause some of them bad man song when me hear my youth. Some of them bad man song is like I don't hear no artistry in them.
That's another thing.
I hear no artistry. You saying that I'm not an artist and I could pen some of those songs.
Yo.
I hear no artistry. Some of the bad man song them, you say, yo, me I go circle your end, me I go bust your head back, me I go this. Yo, that's not artistry.
As an artist, first thing that when I started constructing my tune them, a straight bad man song.
Yeah, man.
Remember say you in the lunchroom, you clashing your friend them.
See, I talk about back in school days.
Back in high school days. You
Yeah,
know what
man.
I mean? Junior high school days. I'm talking about kick off your face with my rifle. Bust out your, right? You know what I mean? These things, to me, that was easy. That was not artistry. That was like, but when I became look older and know me, I forgive some content, some tune with some concepts, that became a little more difficult. So I feel like as an artist, if you are a true artist, to display artistry, you have to find a way to finesse a Badman song. And I'm gonna give Busy Signal credit for designing his song Steel
Big
Sun.
time.
Because that song is a Badman song.
That's a bad man song.
But the way that he construct the song,
that's artistry.
It's not penning out, go lick, but bust off a man's face and do this. He's just telling you the repercussions of certain actions. And I'm gonna tell you, say, yo,
if you run off your gum,
or if you disrespect the others, you know, and it's true. Like, yes, we all know it's a badness going on in our society, but certain badness where someone sing about is like some cartoon thing. It's like some TV thing. It's like
speaking of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I'm going to read a quote from one of our legends. That's Muta Baruka. Muta Baruka quotes, dancehall reflects what's happening in society. However, the man them are create things to make it happen in society. That's what the legendary Muta Baruka say. Because a lot of people know for real. Enough people, the first thing they're gonna say is entertainment.
Yeah.
That's a one.
Right.
And they must say, yo, the lifestyle, the man they must sing about what going on in the society. Man, you some of them man, they're putting out energy into the society for that energy to bounce back into the society.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And sometimes to them man that where I sing the bad song, them not living the bad life. What they do is they make some bad man song, and because they want to live up to the standard now they go look for trouble. Now because they need to.
You have to live it.
It has to be a part of their reality. So now any little thing them ready to start a little war with people. And they trying to get people, they become instigators in a sense, because now they need to prove like, yo, I'm not just singing this song. Like, my lifestyle is about it. So sometimes you would sing the song and you're not even seeing a reflection as badness. Now you made your reality that kind of lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yo, you have bad man song and then you have bad man song. Some of them bad man song when I hear my youth, I don't hear no artistry. I think it's utterly reckless.
Yeah.
And the man them, they're just putting things out there in the universe because they know the masses will respond to it in the name of entertainment.
True.
And there's a term in literature. It's called suspension of disbelief.
Right.
Right? Look it up, people. Suspension of disbelief or willing suspension of disbelief. That's pretty much whenever you suspend your disbelief for the purpose of entertainment. Case in point, when you go to the movies.
Yeah.
When you go to the movies and you say, man, boss gun and I do this and I do that, you know that in real life, that's not happening.
True.
It's just the movies. But in our case, in the Jamaican reggae dancehall, that ain't no movie, bro. Because the same thing you singing about, the same thing you're telling people, say, yo.
I look at you with take it up and say, yeah.
Yo, my youth. You see what I mean? I look at you, dog. When I was a kid growing up in Jamaica, my biggest role models were dancehall artists, dancehall or reggae artists. Those were the people.
Real thing.
Remember back in the 90s?
For me personally, as a little youth, my role models were the baddest people in my community.
Yeah, man.
Any man, the big drug dealer them, any man who have murdered people, as I look up to them. I don't know, as I look at you, I don't know why, and I'm sure this is not just how I felt. This is how, like, my friends was the same, and it's the same thing like them look at you, they were there at Jamaica right now. For some reason, badness just is attractive, you know?
Yo, my youth. Remember when I was coming up in Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, as a little youth. Back in the 90s and thing. It was all about the talk back then, in the early 90s was done.
Yeah, everyone.
You know what I say? You know, like nowadays them say, "What go on, me link?"
You're right.
What go on? Back then was what go on done.
Right.
Every man wanted to be a done, and as a little youth, as a youngin, I thought done was something that's cool.
Right.
I thought it was something that you'd want to be in myself, my prime 10, 11-year-old self.
Right.
But it wasn't until I was older I realized what a done was.
Done is yeah.
You know what I say?
True.
And I reflect on that all the time. So imagine the little kids right now who are in Jamaica right now or wherever they are in the world. And they look up to all these artists who are singing the Badman song.
Wagwan kill quick.
Wagwan
kill quick.
Kill quick or killy.
You have some little youth and say, yeah, I want to be a kill quick. Now, kill quick, you know what a kill quick is? A man will kill you quicker than a pencil drop.
Man, them thing they're reckless because kids are very, very impressionable, man.
Now, I have another take on it because if you as an artist know,
I want us to give people both sides because you know you're gonna have the people.
All right,
to say, yo, dog,
and the reason
rare dancehall.
Yo, dog, yeah, some nerd, they're on some nerd business.
You're a nerd.
Now, hear the thing now. All right, you have real bad man from like back in a them time there had a cause. When they say they're a bad man,
badness
with a cause.
Yeah.
Man, I remember back in them days that if you were to be like someone who did a reckless killing, kill an innocent old lady or kill an innocent child, rape a child, the jungle justice you get, man with murder, you have to run away from your community. So now, for some reason, in this generation, these guys who are these bad man, they might do some reckless killing, they might kill innocent, they might do some rapings, they might do some recklessness without no cause, no reason, and this is what's being perpetrated as like
through the music,
the
badness.
So this is what you're telling me, say, because me not support this, I'm a nerd. So you have some real bad man where bad, but they bad for a reason, who don't even look upon them and say, this is not a bad man, this is just fool, you know? Yo. So to me personally, if you say that, it makes no sense, you know what I mean?
I think people need to stop making excuses. I think people need to stop making excuses for these artists putting this energy out in the universe. If you're an artist, that means you're about art.
Yeah.
Some of these guys, I don't think they should be called artists. Because
the fans,
I don't hear the artistry in some of the content they're releasing into the universe.
The fans should hold them to a standard and accountability. The fans should, and because I remember say, as a fan, you are a part of society. When you have your artists that tell people go kill this and murder this and do that, imagine now your cousin gets slapped with. Your cousin is a good youth way, you know what I mean, who go to school and a man rob him and shot him and kill him. Where you gonna say, oh God, he didn't deserve for dead? You as a fan now have to give accountability to these artists to do the right thing and say the right things. You know what I mean? So that's just what we're trying to do right now, to make awareness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You see, our thing, we want to shed some light on some things in the culture, some things that nobody talk about. Some things nobody talk about, and some, like, for example, case in point, this. I think it's time for us to wise up, dancehall reggae fans, people who continue to give these artists approval, who are putting out all these messages into the universe, depicting how to kill people, and then we say, yo, that's what's going on in society. There's a certain way you depict what's going on in society. And that's why using your talents, using artistry, saying how you're gonna murder somebody and highlighting how you're gonna murder somebody, how is that artistry? And why do people continue to give these guys, a pass for saying that? It doesn't make any sense to me. If I'm artist, again, I said it earlier, if I'm artist X, and it happens all the time in the dancehall, and my close friend lose his life to badness, to the gun, Yeah. Why am I gonna make a song perpetrating the same badness, highlighting the same fashion of how my close friend loses life? I wouldn't do that.
All right. No, I'm gonna use myself.
It don't make no sense to me.
I'm gonna use myself as an example, cause even me coming up as a young artist, young individual coming up, 18, 19, I watch, and you know, I watch enough of my friend them get slapped with. Like, I'm talking about a lot of my friends, cause
people who power with every day.
At one point, I was in the streets. I may watch about enough of my friend them get slapped with, like it's nothing, like a mosquito. So me personally, the toll that it took on me was like, yo, I don't want dead so easy. I don't want to go prison. So I need to stay away from certain liberty and certain energies that you're putting out there. It comes forward. You know what I mean? So as an artist, you should see what are going on in a society and say people dropping out easily, people getting killed. You should do your best to say, yo, I don't want that to reach back to me or my family, my kids, my children. So you should make it a conscious effort to say, you know what? I'm gonna try to stay away from negative talk there, because once you're talking it, it's gonna come. Because if you are talking, say you're the baddest man, you slap with man, brr. You have some real bad man out there now, or reckless man them who just want to test you now because you feel like you're this general. Now they want to test you. Now they see you, they're gonna plan to do you harm. So the energies that you're putting out it always forwards back. So I'm just saying, to me, it don't make no sense. And I mean, I have a lot of artist friends when we say that the bad man sang them, and I see how their life is full with negativity because they put out that music. Now they're in the conflictions with another set them on, or you know what I mean? Them thing that I don't mind. First of all, as individuals, as men growing up, our woman, we just want to live life, we want to enjoy life, we want to party, we want a woman. And I mean, like fighting. What pleasure you get out of fighting?
I think these artists, again, they need to hold themselves. Sometime a year, some of them sing on my youth. Sometime a year, some of them sing with the money I put out. Mm. And I say to myself, you are reckless. You're reckless because you have family. You have kids.
Yeah.
You have nieces, you have nephews. And you're putting this energy out in the universe. I wonder if you would play that song in your car when you're driving with your child. You think these artists, and this is why I say they're reckless.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's just not believable. And I'm not gonna call anybody name or whatever like that, right? But any artist X.
Yeah.
You're singing how to outline people. I mean, how to you're outlining how to murder people.
Yeah.
Gruesome murders.
Right.
Would you, on a nice Saturday afternoon, you have your 5-year-old or your 7-year-old, your 12, 15-year-old, and you're driving, dancehall artist X. Mm-hmm. Would you put that song on in your car where you're talking about how to murder somebody? Or daddy's not going to play that because that right there is work. But guess what now? That work is what daddy's putting into the universe. And it's impressing upon somebody else's child.
All right, let me talk about one thing now. When I notice. I noticed that Idonia, and I mean, I'm not calling him name because he did a noble thing.
Yeah, man, because the one thing people, I don't like call up my name.
But
who the cap fit?
Yeah,
but Idonia.
But this is a positive note. Now,
yeah, man.
Idonia, couple years back, maybe 4 years ago, I don't say, yo, I'm not singing no more Badman song. And the man change up him image and change up him thing.
Got married.
The man get married and have a youth and start move like a big man.
Yo, big up Diddy, yo. You know big up how you doing it.
And look on the man career take off.
Ever since.
And I mean, he made couple little Badman song and thing, but even the way he make a Badman song them now, it's totally different from when him I do it when him did Reckless and Young and thing.
Yeah.
You know, it make it more fun. It's more like, you know that it's a fun thing. It's not paint it, make it look real, make man have to get influenced for go slap with our next man. You know what I mean? So that's one thing when we rate. Now, another artist that I want to talk about who did the same thing and their career take off, Governor. Governor at one point had the name Diablo. When the man sing song, a beer bad man song and thing, and they say right now Governor reconstruct his image, and right now the man bake beans and breeze and thing, and right now the man thing. Right now he's a what you call it, a girl symbol. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, Governor go on good, man. Big up Governor. Yeah, man, even though he did put out that song about, you know, the tune earlier.
Yeah, but that's a one. And the majority, he's putting out these fun, and I mean fun going songs, positive songs. Chump, I feel like a chump. No, and I mean them tune there.
Yo, something just came to me.
Yo, another person, not to
man.
Even look on Massacre. Massacre, there's some serious bad man song in the first part.
Yeah.
But then when the man start release like some reality tune, some reality. And I'm a blood, like them song that bigger than whole line Badman song them, and I mean, so it shows you that people are receptive to reality tunes, even so as much or even more as the Badman song. So artists like don't feel like say you have to drop Badman song to capture people. You can reach the people's emotions, their souls by dropping reality tune and get the CM forward or even bigger too. You know what I mean?
My problem with the Badman song with the Badman song is how they go about it.
Right.
You know what I say? Cause Baby Sham say get a story.
Word.
Get a story and thing. Everybody that's an iconic legendary song
legendary,
right there.
For real.
You know what I say? It's all about using your artistry. Blatantly saying you're gonna murder somebody, that's not artistry.
Nah.
I don't hear any talent.
Nah.
You know what I say? But something came to me earlier.
Yeah.
Something came to me earlier. The other day on the social media at Reggae Music Forever, I put up something. I said something to the effect of, why is it that when dancehall artists put out positive songs, you know, the people, you know, they're always getting flack from the reggae roots people or the elders, Lucian and all of them.
Right.
Always, you know, have all these things to say about the guys who are putting out all this content that's, you know, negative marginal lyrics.
True.
But whenever the dancehall artists then put out the positive songs, they usually don't have nothing to say.
I saw that.
But why is it a man right on my page the other day, he's like, yo man, these guys, they even when they do release a song, when they do release a positive song, next week they're back to the business as usual.
Yeah. Well, you know the thing too. Also, I don't know if I'm wrong, but badness no pay. Like even as an artist, I don't really see Badman song going mainstream. I don't see. They don't even have like a long longevity. Like maybe about.
It pays in their pockets. It pays, but it only benefits them. Does it benefit society?
Well, yeah. What I mean is,
and that's why they do it.
What I'm saying is, as far as financially, as far as in comparison to like, let's say for instance, comparison to a positive song or a mainstream song.
A positive song uplift you and change your life.
Mainstream song.
Better.
Man, I never seen a Badman song go mainstream. That's what I want to say.
Come on, man. Like,
no. You can't think of one.
A Badman song.
Will go mainstream.
That went mainstream.
That's what I mean. Pay, like real pay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that literally.
Yeah.
And that's why these guys continue to put out.
Yeah, because
the only reason why many of these artists continue to put out all these negative content is just for monetary gains.
True.
It's not to uplift society, really, and that's why I say it's reckless.
Right.
Because again, you're not playing these songs around your 6-year-old.
Right.
If you can't play your work around your kids,
look on my father's son right now.
Boy,
you know what I mean? And that's unfortunate.
That's just an unfortunate situation.
But it's also a part of that whole thing that we're talking about, where you know, I don't want to speak on one family. Cause I don't know what I'm going. But from what I can see. Is Mavada's son is incarcerated right now.
That's a fact.
For something
he's implicated
in murder. You know what I mean? Yeah. So remember I said as a father, you don't want your son involved in no kind of negativity. Even though you might sing about it and think, you know why your son feel live badness.
You see me, I say?
I know my father say gangster for life, but I mean, eventually when you start make certain money and you start live certain life, badness is not something you want to live forever. Maybe, you know? So it's just a reason, it's just a thought, perspective as well, you know?
Yo, it hits home. It hits home all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm gonna read something from my from Reggae Music Forever blog. I'm gonna read something. This is what someone wrote some time ago. You know. Someone said, where is this? It's entertaining like watching an action movie. This is the fan perspective.
Yeah. We're
talking about fans co-signing all of you know the badman lyrics and the gruesome lyrics that's coming out of Jamaica right now. And then somebody responded, I agree. We don't demonize Tom Cruise or any of these action shooters movie stars. It's entertainment. So why demonize the music? A lot of people, for real.
Yeah.
A lot of people, that's the next excuse they make. They say, yo, one excuse them say, yo, man, them a sing about society. How come how can the man them demonize the Hollywood man them when them in the action movie them?
Right.
You know what I said? Dancehall, you had something to say about that earlier. Yeah, man. Dancehall said something that was very profound earlier.
Oh, so you were trying to say like what's the difference between seeing violence and badmanisms in film versus what you hear in the lyrics and songs?
Right.
But like I said, the difference is that when people go to the movies, you know that you're watching a work of fiction,
right?
And that more than likely, 99 out of 100 times, this is all work of fiction, and that the events aren't real, and of course, you know, it's just imaginary,
right?
Something that they made up on paper and they did it in Hollywood.
Yeah.
The difference is that when you're listening to lyrics, there are a lot of gullible.
Well, the thing is, these
people out there who actually who these artists are real people,
right?
And people are and the gullible listeners, audiences that out there are going to take their word,
and it's
as
not
that
even
of real
and it's not even that they're gullible, but the artists are trying their hardest to make it seem like they are really doing what they're singing.
Exactly.
So it's not like that movie. You know, they're an actor. It's all cameras, lights, action. Artists know. Yo, man, a bad man, I kill people. What y'all talk about?
Right.
And this is what they're trying to paint it like it's real.
Right. And what happened is that of course we're not gonna name artists or anything that.
Right.
But there are some artists out there who sing the badman lyrics who actually live that lifestyle.
Right.
Right? Now the new upcoming ones who don't do it, they try to portray themselves to be that type of person.
Yeah.
So you as the listener, as the fan, how could you tell the difference?
Right. There you go.
Right? Right?
You know what I mean?
So
yo,
it's crazy. So that's why like I said, that's why I feel that the artists and the music has a much bigger impact than the television.
Yeah, man. I think it's time. And that's the reason why, that's why we call ourselves the voice of reason for the culture, because I think it's time that people wise up. I'm talking about artists. I'm talking about producers.
Fans.
I'm talking about fans. Right? I think it's time that people wise up and start becoming more conscious of what they're listening to, and also more conscious of what you're putting into the universe. Yeah. And again, I keep saying the same thing over and over. If you are outlining songs about murdering people, about how to murder people, gruesome murders, you know, blood gushing and all these things that these artists sing about, would you allow your 6-year-old to listen to that? Would you?
I really think.
Yo, I think we.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely.
Just be mindful of how you did the tune them, you know what I mean? And mindful of what you listen to, man. That's it, what it boils down to. It even goes to the same extent for raunchy music, you know what I mean?
That's another episode. That episode is coming.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it goes across the board.
That's that episode,
and it all shows your penmanship, how your artistry is. So
yeah, man.
Just take it as a challenge, you know. Don't take it as a insult.
I'm really looking forward to these people who on the other side, because I want to hear both sides.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the people who continue to be bad man song. You can make a bad man song, but it's how you make a bad man song.
Right.
It's how you talk about what's going on in society. If you're blatantly saying A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, that is not artistry.
Nah.
You're not showing your talent.
Yo, look on Buju Banton. Man say, when I talk about the gun them, I'm gonna say I'm gonna talk about guns attack, and I'm gonna say the M1 said to the you know the gun.
Yeah man.
Yeah, that's like top notch artistry. To make a bad man song describing that gun talking to another gun on the.
But he's not describing any.
But not blatantly tell us it right.
He's not describing in detail.
Yeah, you know what I mean,
how some sort of contact killing or whatever.
Exactly.
Yo, I think for the majority of these guys who continue to put out bad man song, I think the reason why they put out bad man song is not to uplift society. Clearly not.
Definitely not.
It's definitely not.
Nah.
It's only about what will go in their pockets. It's only about dollar signs.
Yeah.
Because they know that people respond to negativity.
Right.
And the manner of how they're putting it out into society, and it is utterly reckless. It's reckless. Yeah, man. But people, I think we're pretty much we've said what we've pretty much said everything.
Mm-hmm.
But let us know your thoughts. Make sure you follow us on the social media at Reggae Talk. Make sure you follow AKA For Real.
Cha.
Yo, wait, before you go, don't forget. Yo, For Real, you was just in Jamaica. Could you tell us a little bit about your trip?
Oh man, it was awesome.
Yeah man. For Real was just in Jamaica last week. You know what I mean? I saw you down there living your best life, bro.
Yeah man, Jamaica is my favorite place to be.
You know what the thing?
It was awesome, man. Can't wait for reach back again. And I mean, I actually got an opportunity to shoot a couple of music videos out there. And we're going to be dropping those pretty soon, so look out for that. But Jamaica trip was awesome. I spent a lot of time with family in Clarendon, so I'm going to get to look at country life, eat some organic food, you know what I mean?
Know the
Kingston. I'm going to get to look at Kingston tone life and get to go to Dub Club. We up in the hilltop there.
Speaking of Kingston, I gotta big up my bud Chargy, my brethren.
Yeah.
My brethren. Sakima Mullins.
Yeah,
that's a top boxer in Jamaica. One of our, arguably one of the icons of this era when it comes to boxing in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Sakima, I know you're going through a lot right now, brother. Yo, hold your head. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Real youth, people. Yeah, blessings and blessings.
Bless us, Sakima. Him picked me up from the airport, so you know the thing go. You know what I mean?
You know the thing go.
But also got an opportunity to go Ochi, get to look a beachside vibe, you know? So it was a well balanced, man. I got a nice vibe. If I climb all Blue Mountains, so that was a good vibe as well. So, you know what I mean? Can't wait till I reach back again, man.
Know the thing set, man. You,
so big up on my Jamaica and link them, you know?
Big up a link them and thing. People, we're gonna end it the way we started, man. Last but not least, remember our Reggae Talk 1 year anniversary is gonna be on Saturday, May 11th. That's the day before Mother's Day. 2019 in New York City. That's pretty much. Also, remember For Real Humble Beginnings tour. You want to say something about that, For Real?
Yeah, man. So we got our first show April 5th. Just make sure you check out my IG or hit me up, DM. I mean, whatever it is, Facebook, anything. I'll tell you more details about that. We have another show in April, Massachusetts, and then we have more shows as the one will progress.
Live shows, people.
Yeah, man, live performance with the bands and things.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Right now, in Humble Beginnings, we got the one single, Humble Beginnings, where we running
doing really well.
You know what I mean? Bedroom Savage. You know what I mean? Right now, we have a next tune about to drop in Jamaica, so look out for that.
Know what the thing said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So, people, on that note, we're going to leave you with our, like we usually do, build each other up and don't tear each other down in the name of reggae and dancehall music. One love, one culture.
Y'all want a real worker man. She no want a boy with a fool. Run with the damn waist man and get a bully up in your bedroom. Y'all not have time for your waist man. You ain't have time for your waist man. She want a man with have it in a waist hand. She want a real worker man. Y'all want a man, them no want waste a boy. Them want a savage who come for destroy. Ravage with them all left them satisfied.